So, Overwatch 2. About a week ago, it was announced that the initial plans for Overwatch 2's PvE mode regarding hero missions and talent trees and everything like that, it's been revealed that it's been scrapped. And here is the clip of the dev team in their latest dev update giving us the news.
Really great and ridiculous hero talents. But unfortunately, the effort required to pull all of that together into a Blizzard quality experience that we can ship to you is huge. And there really is no end in sight or defined kind of end date where we can put that out into the world. And so we're left with another difficult choice. Do we continue to pour all that effort into PvE, hoping that we can land it at some point in the future? Or do we stick with this set of values that we've aligned on and focus on the live game and focus on serving all of you? With everything we've learned about what it takes to operate this game at the level that you deserve, it's clear that we can't deliver on that original vision for PvE that was shown in 2019. What that means is that we won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees, that long-term power progression. Those things just aren't in our plans anymore.
So they didn't say that they're cutting all of the PvE content. They said they're cutting hero missions and skill trees, which is not all of the content. If we were to look at the roadmap that we were given a few days ago, we can clearly see that there's still PvE content being made. Like, we're still getting a story for Overwatch. Like, Overwatch is getting content, like, in the near future. And it's in, like, August, if we go based on, like, the bi-monthly seasonal basis. Since Season 5 would start in June, and that'll be June and July, and then the beginning to middle of August would be the start of Season 6. Etc., etc. So, why is everyone treating it like PvE is completely dead, gone for good? PvE is not completely gone. A lot of people, especially on like Twitter and such, if you just look up Overwatch 2 on Twitter, most of the content you'll see is people complaining and frankly bitching about PvE being completely dead, or Blizzard lying to us, or whatever it may be. And you know, I just want to say, it's justified to feel angry or upset about this thing, you know? Like, we waited 4.5 years, something like that, for new content for Overwatch, right? And Overwatch going to Overwatch 2, and with, you know, the PvP update, isn't necessarily a big enough update to call it Overwatch 2. I understand that sentiment to an extent. The casual player doesn't really see that as big content. I'm not gonna strike them down for it, you know what I mean? I get it. But also, we're just spreading misinformation. Like, or people are under the impression that they were just sitting there doing nothing, or people think they were just sitting there, sitting in their offices doing nothing for the past 4 years or so, which kind of just really isn't the case. Like, that whole time, they were working on PvE. They were working on, you know, the story mode, the hero missions, all of this stuff, the skill trees. But at some point, the higher-ups just kind of looked at the developers of Overwatch 2, and they were just like, no, you need to change this now. We need the money now. This, that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we were to collectively get mad at anyone, getting mad at the devs is not the call. It's not the play. Getting mad at the higher-ups on Blizzard, absolutely. I'm completely for that. I know it sounds like, oh, you're meat-riding Blizzard, you're meat-riding the Overwatch team. No. Fucking, if you want to hate Blizzard, go for it. I don't give a shit. Like, I actually just actively hate the higher-ups at Blizzard, too. But that's the thing. I hate the higher-ups. The people, like, who... You know, the Bobby Kotick's, the fucking whoever is in charge of this shit. If you're gonna hate Overwatch, hate it effectively. Don't spread misinformation about the game. Like, be an informed hater, you know what I mean? Also, speaking of hating, I just want to say, I think it's just really, really, really annoying that there's so many content creators now, specifically in the Overwatch community, that are just doomer posting content. Like, their first reactions to this sort of thing is just, oh, Overwatch is dead. Overwatch is no more. Overwatch 2 PvE is completely canceled. We're not getting anything at all. And that's just not the case. It's just not true. Also, before I forget, I want to point out that most of these creators are putting these very negative titles in their thumbnails and such, mostly for the views. And that's what upsets me the most about it. Because you know that most of the gaming community doesn't really take Overwatch very seriously, but yet you continue to doomer post, basically. Like, you're just kind of, you know, feeding into the negativity, and it's just like, it just doesn't help, man. It's just not helping the situation at all. Like, I understand being upset. I understand. I really do. But, again, if you're gonna be mad at the right things. Being mad at the fucking employees and shit, at the Overwatch team / Team 4. I mean, they're not saints, of course, they're not, like, totally helpless in this, but saying it's entirely their fault is just completely just mind-bogglingly wrong. Like, we're still getting PvE content. We're still getting an update to the story mode. Like, we're still getting content. Granted, the seasonal model is kind of not the ideal way to make content, but, you know, it's kind of just a getting with the times kind of thing, and that's more so just a criticism on the game industry as a whole. Like, there's just so many games that just do seasonal models at this point. Like, Fortnite, Apex, I think Valorant maybe, I could be wrong. People who originally hated Overwatch 2, or Overwatch in general, are not suddenly going to stop hating Overwatch because the PvE got cancelled. So my question is, why are we as the Overwatch community giving into this? Giving into the negativity? Just completely surrendering? Just, oh, well, that's it. I'm just gonna go play another game, or I'm never touching Overwatch ever again. And it just seems like a kind of a little bit of a silly response to, you know, just completely give up. Taking a break is fine, that's valid, you know, I'm not saying you have to play Overwatch day in and day out, you know, even if it's your job to do so, but, I don't know, maybe this is just like the mildly optimistic side of me, but I'm still kind of excited for the things we are getting, the Season 6 content update. Plus, we're also getting a new support hero, so that's gonna be cool too, but, yeah, just like, I don't know, man, just try to think about things for, like, half a second. I'd love to discuss things with you all in the comments, so if anything, comment below your thoughts, if you're an Overwatch player or not. Give me what you're thinking. Have a great day, everyone.